Konnichiwa Mina. Hello, Soul Reapers. I will be doing chapter 48. So we start off with, so we see Jinto with like his baseball bat, and then he's all like, Jinto, home run! So he's treating like these hollows like baseballs. And then, of course, we see Haruru with like her missile launcher shooting more of the hollows. And then, of course, we get to see Tessai using like his gentle fist style to defeat some of the hollows as well. So then basically Kisuke's all like, hey Ichigo, we've came here to help you. So while we're dealing with these small fry hollows, I want you to focus on that monstrosity up there. And then we see Rukia like looking at this thing like with shocked, like that is a Menos Grande. And then Ichigo's all like, a Menos what? And then then Rukia's all like, a Menos Grande. It's like it's born by like a bunch of smaller hollows. So a bunch of smaller hollows that combine together into like this giant Menos Grande. I've only seen this like in like textbooks, and then only higher level Shigigami are able to defeat like these Menos Grande. Like you have to be like on a certain mission for that. Like normal everyday Shigigami just don't just defeat Menos Grande like that. So then basically Hurio's saying, how are we supposed to like defeat like this Menos Grande? And then basically Ichigo being Ichigo, kind of doing like the Goku moment like from Dragon Ball Z. We just hit him really really hard. So Ichigo is all like, okay, I'll just take my Zanpakuto and just slice and dice this thing because that's what we've been doing with these smaller hollows. Like you can't fix what ain't broken. So then we see Ichigo like charge like at the hollow, and then Ruki is all like, Ichigo, what the heck are you doing? So she tries to help Ichigo, but then Kisuke blocks her way, like, hold it. This is Ichigo's fight. Let him do it. And then we see Kisuke do like this binding spell, like Sai, like very very similar to Rukia did to Ichigo, like in the first chapter. So he uses like that Kido spell to bind Rukia down. That way she does not move, and she can't move. And then Kisuke is all like, you stand there and watch. So then Ichigo is going towards like this Menos Grande. We see like this giant foot of like this Menos Grande. So we see Ichigo try to slice like the leg of the Menos Grande, but at the same time, like it barely did any damage. And then basically Ichigo gets kicked in the forehead, like essentially. And then Huryu is all like, are you alright, Ichigo? And then Ichigo's all like, yeah, I'm fine. And then we see like his forehead bleeding from getting kicked by like that Menos Grande. Like, and then once again, Huryu's all like, Ichigo, why did you think that was such a good idea? So then we see like this cute picture of like, well, we could just treat him like a tree. You know what I mean? We could just start at the bottom and work our way up. So I thought that I could just slice and dice this hollow like that, and then yeah, that's not how that works, Ichigo. Not for a Menos Grande. And then we see Uryu. So he brings out like his bow, and then we see him like touch Ichigo's Zanpakuto, which is definitely going to be a key difference from the volumes versus the show. But yeah, that is the end of the chapter. So now we're going to go into the Bleach discussion, where I will try to find the differences between the volumes and the show. So like I want to say I don't remember the Menos Grande basically eating like a bunch of smaller hollows like to get stronger. Like we do see that like in the chapter, which sounds like a certain Arankar. Yeah, not to spoil anything, but there is a certain Arankar that will eat their own fraction just to gain power. But anyway, that is a key difference. And then of course like the whole Ichigo Zanpakuto with Uryu's bow. So like I believe like in the show, basically we see Uryu like tie Ichigo's giant Zanpakuto like on top of his head. But not in this chapter. So like essentially he's wielding his bow in one hand and then touching Ichigo's Zanpakuto like with the other hand. So that's another key difference there. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. So, yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Matane Bankai.